Hola, mi gente.
Another one.
Another one. Number 110.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's get some social media stuff out the way first. If you're on Twitter, tell a friend to follow
Right.
us. Okay.
I'm about to put episode 100. Yeah, 110.
Yeah.
What's good, Spendoc?
Today was a day.
Really?
I feel like for me, like I wake up and then half the day's gone.
Yeah.
Like what?
Has been flying.
I wish sometimes the weekdays would go by this fast.
They kind of been moving. I mean, we're gonna blink and it's gonna be December.
Blink and it's gonna be Christmas.
Yeah. I mean, we halfway through. More than halfway through. Well, no, halfway through. Yeah. Thanksgiving, then it's done.
Yeah, Thanksgiving is what, 2 weeks?
That's it.
Oh my goodness. All right. Welcome, y'all. Man, another Sunday.
Another Sunday.
Another Sunday. What they used to say in Pinky in the Brain? Ready to take over the world?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm like, what you about to say?
Jen, what's up? DA, what's up? Hey, you 1 year older. What's up, man? Just had your birthday. How you
Right.
doing? How you doing? All right, well, let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
We got some of our regulars in here. What's up, y'all? Thank y'all for getting to it. Another Sunday, another 21 Titles weekly recap. Thank you, everyone that is here live with us today. We greatly appreciate you taking your time out your Sunday to come and spend some time with us. If you did not know, our mission here is threefold. Number one, we're here to expand the visibility of women's sports with a heavy focus on women's basketball. If you did not know, Chantee and I are former women's basketball players. Chantee competed at the Division II level. I competed at the Division I level and also at the professional level. So women's basketball is very near and dear to our hearts. So that's why we come on here every week and kind of like recap the game. So whether that's WNBA, right now we in the thick of women's college basketball. So we're going to be talking about those games today. Secondly, we're here to connect the community to the business of sports. The conversations that go beyond the court and onto and into boardrooms. We feel like those conversations are important. We wanted to have these conversations when we were developing as student athletes, but don't think it was really necessarily the time or it was a popular thing to do. So we come here and talk about what's happening on the collegiate and NIL, right? Name, image, and likeness. Legislation was passed in 2021, allowing student athletes to earn off their names. Something we wish that we had the opportunity to do, but it's here now, so we talk about it. On the professional side, we like to discuss things like, what's going on right now with the WNBA. CBA negotiations are in the thick of it right now as well. So, we talk about those things. Today we'll be discussing Steph Curry and his departure from Under Armour and them splitting ways. So we'll kind of break down that. We like to also talk about Innovation. That's the third thing. Introducing the community to innovative technology. We like to talk about blockchain, Web3, and all the things that encompass that. We were heavy in NFT land back in 2021. So talking about that stuff is really important to us. So we'll kick it off with some sports news, get into some business of sports news, tech news, and then culture news. So yeah, let's get it.
I didn't know if we wanted to kick it off from Wednesday's games.
Yeah, I can kick it off. Let's go. So this week in women's college basketball, a lot of, especially on Wednesday, historic games were had. Okay. So first and foremost, want to give a shout out to Audi Crooks. Homegirl dropped 43 points in 20 minutes and set a program record. She was 18 for 23 from the field, which is an incredible stat line. What is that? That has to be better than 60-70%. Her partner in crime during that game was Addie Brown. She had 18 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. I don't even know how to pronounce this team's name. Do you know how to pronounce that? Valpari. I'm not even going to do
Beacons.
it. It starts, yeah.
The Beacons.
It starts with a V. Don't want to botch their name, but they got smacked.
Right, Jen. Right. Yes. Right to both of y'all. Yeah, they got smacked, but
they got smacked up. Okay. But I mean, this is Iowa State. This is what Iowa State's supposed to do anyway, right?
It is. I shouldn't be laughing. It's how you said
I can't
that.
believe.
Right, Spendog. Like it's like how you said it. Yes, it was funny. But yeah, no, that's what they're supposed to do. That's exactly what Iowa State is supposed to do. Audi Crooks is looking hella dominant. Just continuing from last season.
Right.
She's just continuing.
I can't believe she's a junior now. Like that went fast.
Time has been flying. So
loving to see her continuing to develop. That same night, Hannah Hidalgo.
Can I just say one thing? I'm also tired of seeing people talk about Audi Crooks and her weight. That's it.
Yeah.
The girl moves up and down the floor. She has no problem getting up and down the floor. And obviously, she don't have no issues putting the ball in the basket. So,
right.
Go ahead.
And she's lost weight too. So like
that's what I'm saying. Like
gotten better and slimmer. So like y'all talking about her weight now. That's a thing of the past. Yeah,
it's done. She's already shown on plenty of occasions that she's still a killer and still can put the basket in the hoop. So I'm just tired of seeing those narratives and conversations.
She's probably more in shape than y'all. I know she is. Like getting up and down the court. So the people who talking about her, let me see you run a mile. Let me see it. Because y'all ridiculous. But yes, old girl is a killer. She's a hooper. And her weight has nothing to do with anything because she's efficient. And if you've been following her, you've seen that she's been putting in the work in the off season. Like you can see that her body has changed. Her body composition has changed from her freshman year to now. So, right. Let's just. We're gonna do the Jamie Foxx. Okay. Moving along. Also that night, Hannah Hidalgo was a dog. Okay. Hannah set an NCAA record with 16 steals. Okay. She also had 44 points. and 9 rebounds.
Right. Crazy stat line.
Crazy stat line, okay? I would have liked if she held on to the ball a little bit more. She had 6 turnovers. Okay, we going to talk about that too, but you know, when the ball is in your hand most of the time, you are going to turn the ball over, right? But I just wanted to I would like to see her just make sure that she's taking care of the ball also.
Mm-hmm.
But 16 steals in one game,
Yeah.
unbelievable. Unbelievable. I hope somebody on the internet clipped up all 16 steals for that game because I need to see it. I need to see all 16 in just one reel. Like, just
Yeah.
go. All 16. How did you fare with Hannah's performance Wednesday?
I just saw clips because, to be transparent, I didn't watch the game. Um, but she's doing Hannah things. I didn't expect anything different. Um, she shot, like you said, she shot well from the field. 16 for 25 from the field. The stat line was filled, just another stat stat line stuffer. But I didn't expect anything different from Hannah. I'm still dissecting Notre Dame this year, being that, they don't look like the same team they did last year. Um, and I'm interested to seeing how they navigate not having Olivia Miles, not having a few players
Mhm.
that were there before. And to Jen's comment about Michigan, we're gonna get to Michigan too, because that was, you know, when they yeah, Spendak, right. Completely different showing, right?
Right.
Um they were playing who they played where she had 40 Akron. They played
Accurate.
Akron, no disrespect to Akron. Um but this is how I was expecting her to show up. This is how I was expecting Notre Dame to show up. But yes, that Michigan loss again. I didn't watch that entire game. I watched a little bit of it, and we're gonna dissect that too. Um, so I want to keep my eye on Notre Dame this season and how they just just monitor the transition.
Right. Yeah, because last year going into the tournament, Notre Dame kind of took a slide. It was definitely a momentum decline for them
Right.
going into the tournament and going into postseason play. So very interesting to see how they fare out throughout the season and into the postseason this year.
Yeah. It's gonna be
Um,
interesting.
and then also that same night on Wednesday, we got to see Olivia Miles in action at TCU. Um, they kind of just pummeled over Tennessee State. Obviously, I see that score was 122-39. Um, Olivia, she had 17 points and 11 assists. But what was really like just clear is that they can score. TCU
Right.
can score. Three other players that night were in double figures. Marta Suarez, she had 19. Donovan Hunter had 16, and I'm not. What's her name? Shear. She had 22 points. She hit 6 threes and was 100% from 3-point line. She was 6 of 6. So they got people that can score.
I like
And
Suarez
Suarez,
a
she's
lot. A lot. I watched it
she,
today,
yes, she's
and I
tough.
was like, all right, I like her. Yeah, she's super tough.
Suarez is
Wasn't
tough.
not familiar with her game at all. Like, I'm not familiar. So, how she was hooping today, I was like, okay, I need to pay more attention to her.
Mm-hmm.
I like her game. She was giving NC State. We could talk about that later too. Some issues.
Yes,
Trigger. She was giving Trigger some issues today. But yeah, they got some players on the team that could definitely put the ball in the basket.
for sure.
So yeah,
And just as this is just like an asterisk because last year we had this young lady on our talented transfers watch list, and she happened to transfer again. So Amaya Ferguson was the lone double-figure scorer for Tennessee State. She had 13 points and 3 steals off the bench. Um, she is a Ford. She transferred from Fordham last year, actually. So we got a chance to watch her last year under Coach Bridget Mitchell, and sometimes unfortunately things don't work out, and you test your talents in the portal, and she's at Tennessee State right now. So much of luck and wishing her the best over there. But yeah, that game the other day, whoa, like whoa. Moving along. Friday. Okay, I'm gonna just have to make a segue. Chantee and I have been watching Duke women's basketball for the past couple of years, and it just seems like their number one struggle is on the offensive end.
It had yes.
It's like one of their biggest struggles. They have these crazy scoring droughts, like where they extended periods of time during the game where no one scores. This was evident on Friday versus WVU, West Virginia. I'm not sure if y'all didn't see the footage from what happened during the game, but right before halftime there was a little scuffle, like a little bit of pushing back and forth that happened between a couple of the players. So basically what happened that was a good one. Basically what happened,
I feel like I need to
clap or something. On Friday, West Virginia Mountaineers played against the Duke Blue Devils. Context: they played in West Virginia at the Greenbrier Classic. So just context for you, I went to culinary school in Pittsburgh, and one of the jobs that they were pushing to us after we finished or completed our time at a culinary school was the Greenbrier Resort in White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia. This is where they had the game. Okay. First and foremost, I don't know what y'all doing with that institution, but that gym in there looks ancient.
I didn't know. Okay, so yeah, I was okay. I'm glad you provided like some type of like context as to where they played, because I was confused when I seen that.
Yes.
It does look ancient. It was given high school. And then also the visual wasn't always clear.
Right.
So it looked very, I didn't know what was happening.
So that's what they were playing at the Greenbrier Resort, which is a like prestigious country club, golf kind of resort. So I'm just thinking like, yo, y'all did this. Y'all could have did better with the venue, like something else. Okay. But also too, the fact that the West Virginia players got up off the bench, like the entire bench got off the bench. Basically, like 7 players were automatically ejected and automatically disqualified from the game because they got up off the bench when the scuffle ensued instead of staying on the bench. So let's just talk about fast forward moving into the second half. West Virginia only had 5 players available to play the rest of the game, while Duke had their entire team. Okay. The score at halftime was 20-23. Very low scoring. Okay. Duke. Duke. I don't know. They don't have like no go-to scorer, go-to player. It's just like I don't know what to say.
I feel like that's been the case for the last few years. And I feel like every year for maybe the past 4 years, Brittany and I have been like, how is Duke making it to the tournament? Since Celeste Taylor.
Right.
Duke has been a defensive focused team like for the past couple of years. Like they'll play defense. They got some athletic people, athletic players on the team. But yeah, like you said, offensively they struggle, but they always like down the line, like come like close to tournament time. I don't know. They figure it out. But with this is it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. Yeah. It's unacceptable. But it tracks. It tracks. Both teams shot poorly from the three. That's another thing. I'm looking at the team stats.
They did.
Duke shot 2 for 12. West Virginia shot 3 for 15. That's 17%, 20%.
It was an ugly game.
Yeah, I see that. The free throw percentage. Duke shot 5 for 11. They were out rebounded. That's also something I want to say. West Virginia out rebounded Duke 36-33. Turnovers. Duke had more turnovers than West Virginia, 21-18. Points in the paint were pretty low too. To your point.
It was just to be quite honest, I don't know why Duke did not take advantage. They only had 5 players available, and then the big girl on the team had 4 fouls. Got her 4th foul with 6 minutes left in the game. Like I would have immediately kept attacking her to get her fouled out, so that they only have 4 players available to take. But it's like Duke wasn't thinking about that. Like they completely forgot that she had 4 fouls and just let the game go on. So I think that it's experience, maybe. I mean, their front court is a little young. Mare, she's a sophomore. But I feel like you still take advantage of that. So that was just a crazy game to watch. I watched that game on Friday.
Yeah, I didn't catch it, but I'm looking at the stats, and even Toby.
Yeah, she
only has 7 points. So in 24 minutes, that's not characteristic of her. I want to see what adjustments are being made, at least on the coaching side too. I don't know if that also needs to be addressed. I don't know. Again, it's still early. Mr. S.E. Brett is crazy. You going? Came in hot. Came in on time.
Came in smoking hot.
We talked a little bit about her, but we're gonna talk a little bit more about Hannah in a few. But yeah, with Duke, I don't know. I'm keeping my eye on Duke, but it tracks. It's not new. This isn't new for Duke within the last few years. But yeah, we'll have to see what adjustments are going to be made after a loss like that. They did win today, though. I did see that they beat Liberty.
Yeah, but I need them to show big team
ranked opponents.
Yes,
I want to see what adjustments y'all make against ranked opponents.
Correct. Take the words right out of my mouth.
Yes.
Mhm.
Saturday. Maybe we should go to Notre Dame first because Mr. SC Bread's comment.
Yeah.
Notre Dame lost 54-93. I also did not catch this game. Then I watched this game. I watched highlights. But in comparison to what we just talked about with Hannah, filling up the stat line a few days before, it's the complete opposite. On Saturday, she only finished with 12. She didn't shoot well. She shot 4 for 21 from the field, 0 for 8 from the 3.
Mm.
Still had 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 7 turnovers though. 3 steals. Prosper showed up, tried to show up for Notre Dame. She had 17 points. She had 8 rebounds, 2 steals. But Michigan, I need to see the team stats.
Yeah, how
I
much
need to look
Tyler
that.
have?
She was in double digits. Let me see. Field goal percentage. Yeah, Notre Dame's field goal percentage was really low. They shot 28% from the field, 9% from the 3, whereas Michigan shot 38% from the 3. And then Notre Dame got severely out rebounded. Michigan had 50 rebounds to Notre Dame's 28. They got out rebounded tremendously. The turnovers were about equal. Michigan had 19, Notre Dame had 18. Points in the paint, Michigan killed there. They had 50 points in the paint to Notre Dame's 26. And Notre Dame likes to run. Like they get fast break points rather easily. They lost in that category too on Saturday. They only had 11 points in fast break points, whereas Michigan had 18. Again, I'm interested in seeing the transition. You don't have an Olivia Miles. I mean, granted, I haven't watched enough Notre Dame to really speak on it, but I'm gonna say it. The little bit that I have seen, I haven't seen like a dominant big for them.
Right.
As of yet, Prosper is gonna show up, but I feel like more pieces need to be revealed on their team, like offensively. And even though I I'm not gonna say with Olivia. They're missing Olivia. They need more offensive threats. It can't just be Hannah Hidalgo. It can't be Hannah now. It just can't be Hannah. So I am interested to see how they do against other ranked opponents moving forward.
Yeah.
Michigan looks good. I mean, shouts to Jen. That's her team. Y'all look good. Michigan looks good. Sila, she had 11 points. She didn't shoot great. She shot 3 for 8 from the 3. But Olivia Olsen, yeah, she's been consistent. I will say that she's been consistent. She ended with 20. She shot 7 for 17 from the field, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. Olivia and Sila, I like them together. But yeah, Michigan looks good.
Yeah, shout out to Kim Arico Barnes, the head coach. She's always been a good head coach. I mean, like I told y'all, she was recruiting me when she was at St. John's. She great basketball mind right there.
Yeah.
So I see Michigan staying competitive this year.
For sure. We're gonna keep our eye on Notre Dame. But Mr. SC Bread is crazy. I don't think she's overrated at all. personally. I don't think she is.
Right.
We'll see. Then we had South Carolina versus USC. South Carolina won 69-52. I mean, this is how I had it going, to be honest. I had South Carolina beating USC.
Yeah, I don't think that USC has like the offensive power yet, or they're still trying to figure that out. Like who's gonna be like the go-to. Obviously, we're seeing right Jazzy Davison emerge.
Mm-hmm.
London Jones, she's uh, a great transfer for them.
She got to make better decisions, though.
Yeah, she definitely does. She's a senior this year, so she definitely has to lead with her decision making for that team. Um, but yeah, that Raven Johnson,
Mm-hmm.
stellar performance from her. Um, people be like, "Oh, Raven's not really a scoring point guard. Like she can't." You know what Raven is? Raven is like she's a floater. Raven, you can insert her and she'll adapt. Like what you need. Defense, you need me to pass,
Rebounding.
rebound. Like she's a Swiss Army knife for real. Like
Yes.
and she's like a point guard of the past. Like point guards now want to score, 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 score. Raven is more interested in doing little things and setting her teammates up. Like, yeah, she scored yesterday, but it's like I'd rather get an assist than score. Like I'd rather lead you to the basket than actually score. So I love her performance yesterday.
Same. One of the I'm gonna say one of the best rebounding guards in college basketball right now. She had 11 rebounds yesterday. 11.
That's a lot
It's a
for
lot
a
of
guard.
rebounds.
For a guard.
To your point, she's gonna do anything. She's gonna do everything to win. So yeah, she had 14 points, shot 50% from the field, had 11 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 blocks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what else could
She
you
everywhere.
ask for? Mr. SC.
We gotta save all these takes because
We do. I kind of want to snapshot them. And Mr. SE Brad, I'm not, we're gonna get to that too. But Raven. Then you got Tanaya. She had 12 points, shot 66 for 14 from the field, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. Tessa, she had 14 points. She shot 4 for 11 from the field, 5 assists, 4 rebounds. But it was Joyce. It was Joyce. It was Joyce.
Coming through.
Stat stuff was 17 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. I think she could have did better with the turnover. She had 6 turnovers yesterday, 2 blocks. So she had high yesterday for South Carolina.
Take care of the ball.
Yeah.
Take care of the ball. But yeah, Joyce Edwards. Look, we put her on our watch list again this year. We seen her in high school when she was a Jordan Brand athlete. She was the MVP when we were there, right? We seen her. She has so much room and ceiling to grow, and I feel like you could tell like Joyce just be in the gym and like she like one of them players like she don't need the camera guy around her all the time. She just get to work like I'm just here.
She wants to get better. She wants to win.
Why I'm here. Like
yeah, basically.
Come on.
Blue collar worker.
Right.
She's here to get it in. So
that's a fact.
yeah. On the flip side, I mean, USC, we talked about this too for the last 2-3 years. Like their offense is stagnant. So, it's a lot of stagnancy. And then yes, to what you said earlier, like I want to see who steps up offensively for them. Like their go-to play, they don't necessarily have that. But Kennedy Smith had a good game. She had 12 points, shot 5 for 14 from the field, 4 assists, 2 steals, 3 blocks. They need more.
Yeah, I mean,
They
we
need
can tell
more.
they're missing Juju. Like they missing Juju.
They are missing Juju.
They don't
So
have
we'll also
a point.
right. So we'll have to see, who develops offensively for them. Yes, to your point, Jazzy Davison, like great addition. I think she's going to be a huge help this season.
For sure.
But yeah, that was the outcome of that game.
Yeah.
And then moving on to today, just wanted to bring up TCU and NC State. TCU 169-59. We talked about Suarez on TCU, but yeah, for USC, yeah. But it's still early, so we'll see. But right now, I think yes, Jen. But back to TCU, I really like Suarez.
She's really good.
She's really good.
Mm-hmm.
She's really good. She had 26 points today, shot 10 for 18 from the field, 4 for 8 from the 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 2 blocks. She was giving Trigger some issues today.
Yeah.
Big issues today.
Yeah, Trigger. She played well today too, but
she did.
But Suarez was he was not backing down today. Suarez was not. Like, y'all gonna know my name today.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
She had a great game. Honestly, yeah. I mean, you said it earlier. TCU.
They got scorers.
They got offense.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
They got offense.
Yeah.
They got offense. Olivia Miles, she had 15 points. She shot 4 for 18 from the field, though.
Yeah, she had a bad shooting.
Yeah.
Suarez is from Spain. Yes, she is.
Yes, she is.
The international flair in college hoops right now. My goodness.
There. And Trigger. Because ain't Trigger from
I believe so. Hold on, let's see.
She's from somewhere else too.
Yeah, she gotta be from overseas.
Mm-hmm. But the fact that Zam Jones did not score today, is problematic.
She definitely had a bad start. Like the first, she was 0 for 8. Like in the beginning of the game, I was just like, today is not the day. But look, this is what happens in basketball, right? Like we just seen Hannah have a historic night on Wednesday, and then Saturday she couldn't hit a shot.
She bummed it.
This is the game. This is the game. Every day you're not gonna come out and have 40. Like, this is why you play the game. Another example, right? Stony Brook beat Rutgers last Sunday. And then this Wednesday, Stony Brook lost to Fordham in the Bronx at Rose Hill Gymnasium. So, like, some nights you're off and some nights you're on. Like, you want to try to stay consistent as much as you can, but sometimes you don't have them off nights. So that was just the case today. Like, shot off.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get it back.
Right. And I think for NC State, it's also a transition for them. You know, they lost
Mm-hmm.
their triangle offense
Yeah.
quite
You lost
literally.
Sanaya. You lost Sanaya. You lost Isaiah.
A lot of
I mean,
buckets.
yeah, you lost a lot of
You lost
scoring.
a lot of buckets, and
Yeah.
they're also going through a transition, um, and it's still very much early. And I think that more is gonna have to be revealed for them too. I don't want to. Obviously, we don't want to be extremely harsh because again, it is the beginning of the season, and changes are gonna have to be made
Right.
throughout. But you could tell that yes, like they're missing them too bad. Like they missing that
Mhm.
offense bad.
That's a
Um,
fact. Because Zoe can't do it on her own. Like
no,
Zoe
she
Brooks,
can't.
Zam. Obviously, she didn't have a good day, but she's gonna bring more offense to the team. Zam Jones.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah,
until
it's a rebuilding and trying to figure it out, building
then.
chemistry with the new team. You know. Right.
Yeah, yeah. So that was our recap of some women's college hoops from this week, and then this weekend. Make sure that if you didn't catch those games, catch the highlights, watch them on replay. Um, but yeah, that was our recap of the games.
Yeah.
Um, you want to move into the business of sports news, essentially.
Yeah. For
All right.
sure. Hey.
Um,
Hey now.
I like that. Steph Curry. There's been a lot of conversation, obviously, about Steph Curry leaving Under Armour. I feel like that was probably like one of the biggest headlines of this week. And you think it's important to like kind of give a timeline of like what happened, what's going on, and then just see, how he may move moving forward. And
Yeah.
so Steph Curry, if you didn't know, he was originally a Nike athlete for 4 years before signing with Under Armour in 2013. Um, in 2013, when Steph's Nike deal was about to expire and he was listening to pitches from different companies, Under Armour actually offered $4 million per year plus a signature shoe and the chance to become the face of the company, which he ultimately became. Um, whereas Nike was trying to offer him 2.5 million per year and declined the right to match the Under Armour money. So they wasn't even trying to match the 4 million in 2013. Um, but Nike's meeting with him went horribly wrong
Mm.
2013. So this is actually really embarrassing. So during their pitch, Nike's pitch, they pronounced his name wrong. They said Stephen Curry, number one, instead of Steph Curry. Yes, Stephen Curry. That's number one. That's problem number one. And then also on one of the PowerPoint slides during the pitch, it had Kevin Durant's name on it. Yeah. So like it's disrespectful. And you know what? He's right. Like that was enough. He was like, we're turning down the deal. That cost Nike the deal.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, rightfully so. Yes. I'm sure somebody did. They initially was trying to blame who was they trying to blame on that? I forget who they was trying to blame as part of the reason why they lost that deal. I'll stick a pin in that and come back. But that's how Nike lost that deal. So because of that, Under Armour debuted Steph's first signature basketball shoe in February 2015 at NBA All-Star Weekend. And then he had all these obviously signature sneakers Under Armour, from golf to lifestyle to basketball. He was hitting all those markets. Then in November 2020, Under Armour, he launched the Curry brand. And then in March 2023, Under Armour and Curry announced a new long-term deal. Not only did it make Curry the Curry brand president, but it was said to have the potential of becoming a lifetime deal. And then obviously this past week, we saw that the two announced their separation from each other.
Hmm.
So yeah, Jen is crazy. So that's like background with like Nike, Under Armour, all that stuff. We also know that he has signed some players to his brand, the Curry brand, while he was Under Armour. Two of them being Malaysia for Wiley and AZ Fudd. um, I saw a lot of people trying to figure out if they'll still be signed Under Armour or if he's like taking them with him. And while some articles like Soul Retriever said that all Curry brand athletes remain under contract with Under Armour, I don't know that. I don't. We didn't see the agreement. Like Steph Curry also has a whole separate brand. He has another company called SC30 Inc. I don't know if he signed them two under SC30 Inc. Because if so, maybe they're not. You know, I don't know. Like I don't know what terms he has with Under Armour when it comes to not just those two players, but all the players signed under his brand while he was at Under Armour. I think that's to be revealed. Then I saw conversations about like ownership of his trademarks. So like Steph Curry and Under Armour have a ton of trademarks, obviously. Some of them, Steph Curry owns his name, Steph Curry. Like he owns it. I want to pull it up. Like he owns the mark. Um, he owns this mark. You go down to the bottom. He the owner, right? But then we got the Splash logo, which is the logo that a lot of people were talking about and wondering what's gonna happen with that mark. Um, as you can see, they was wondering what's gonna happen with this mark. It's his logo. Right now, he actually does not own it. Under Armour actually owns it right now. Um, but I wouldn't be surprised if, in fact, since they're separating, like there has to be an agreement when people are separating from a company. When companies are separating, there's a separation agreement. Um, and I wouldn't be surprised. And I also have seen bits and pieces of it being discussed that Under Armour has all intentions of assigning or giving back all rights in that logo to Steph Curry. So Steph Curry will soon become the full out owner of that logo, even though he's leaving Under Armour. Under Armour's like, you can have it back. So we'll have to see how that goes. But there has been some articles saying that that's what's happening right now. Then Steph Curry has, all these other trademarks. He has Team Curry, Curryverse, and they're all owned by his company, SC30 Inc. So if in fact it's true that he is about to be the true owner of that logo and his brand names, then he'll be okay. Like he could take those trademarks and everything else and create whatever he would like to. Um, under his own terms, but it really does depend on the separation agreement and stuff like that. And again, we don't have any insider knowledge about that. This is all based off assumptions at this point. Um, and then we have possible reasons for Under Armour and Curry breaking up, and I thought this was interesting because it has everything to do with like really the stock market, to be honest, and how Under Armour is performing. Um, their sales have fallen for 8 straight quarters, which is important to note. Um, and their shares have fallen about 40% this year.
Yeah.
And they have went through 3 CEOs. Like, it's been a revolving door. They've went through three CEOs in the past 4 years. So
No stability.
no stability. Then I think it's been said by an analysis that the timing is certainly odd, since Under Armour just reported its earnings last week. So like more stuff was being revealed. And Curry wasn't mentioned on the earnings call. So that's a sign that Kevin Plank, who is the president and owner of Under Armour, like he knew Curry, wasn't coming back necessarily, or what was about to happen. And then another analyst said, we view it as more of a headline and reputational risk for Under Armour than a financial one. On the one hand, sales for the Curry brand seem to have decelerated along with the basketball category, and the contract was a big expense for Under Armour at a time when the company needs to align its cost structure with its lower revenues and find ways to offset the impact of tariffs. On the other hand, we worry about Under Armour losing its most recognizable and commercial athlete, and what the separation means for the brand's ability to sign another notable athlete or athletes in the future, particularly in basketball. Again, the stock is down 52% in the last year and down 91% since its all-time high, just above $53 in 2015. And the company is muddling through a long rebuild and headlined its announcement for the Curry split by saying it would like to focus on core brand comeback. So they are also in a transition. They're in a transition period. They lost, to their point, their most recognizable athlete on their roster, who's been down with them for a minute. What are your thoughts about that, Brittany?
Sometimes partnerships end. I mean, this is business. I mean, it was really nice to see Steph playing some Kobe's the other day. You see, he had the Kobe's with Gigi's number on it, number 2. So like, it was actually kind of weird to see him in different sneakers too. Like, but he's a free agent. This is business. You know, if the company is not doing this, this is for us to assess. Like, we don't have to stick with companies forever. You can assess and audit what they are doing, and if you don't want to go with them, move on. It's the same thing with your car insurance. That company gets what? You got 6 months. You can do a 6-month term or 1-year term. 6 months. After 6 months, can I get a better rate from somebody else? Right? Yes, I am a window shopper. Yes. I'm a window shopper. I'm a shop for them. Okay, so I think that's what Steph is doing. And the fact that he owns Curry brand, that's fire. Like, I'm a spin-off of this, right? Like, I signed with y'all, and now I have a spin-off, which is my brand that I own, and I can take it anywhere I want. That's fire. Okay, I like that. I just think sometimes sometimes values don't align anymore. And, you know, you move on.
Right.
But I'm excited to see kind of where he ends up, and because, you know, Skechers is coming. I still ain't do my reel about Skechers, but Skechers is coming. Okay, that's also one thing that I forgot to mention. Skechers was also the sponsor for that Greenbrier Classic with West Virginia and Duke. It had Skechers basketball, Skechers sports was on that.
They've been doing work and entering the basketball lane. So
they've been doing work, okay? From Joel to, you know, Rakia to Jackie Young. People not paying attention to Skechers, but Skechers is slowly but surely taking up their market share, while Nike and these other reputable popular brands are kind of scaling back. So just wanted to add that little caveat in there. The Skechers, they gonna get a meeting now.
No, they definitely gonna be pitching. I think everybody and their mother is pitching to Steph at this point. And I
Right.
agree with you. Like, it's just business. I think he exited at the right time. I don't think this was a I think this was a well thought out decision. I don't think this was like a this wasn't a quick decision.
Yeah.
Um
No.
he's paying attention to how the company is performing. Um which is what
Right.
you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do.
Mm.
We'll have to see about the athletes that remain Under Armour, how Under Armour may or who becomes the face. That's what I'm interested in seeing, who now becomes the face of the brand. Or rather, how does Under Armour, what do they do? Going back to the drawing board, how do they revitalize their brand to get it back to where it was back in like 2015?
Right.
So that's something to pay attention to. And that's something we're going to pay attention to. So that is what happened with Steph Curry. What I want to also say is that shouts to Anta, which is Kyrie, because Spendoc just reminded me, Kyrie Irving and Anta, they are sponsoring 14 youth basketball programs across New Jersey, Texas, and California with full Anta and Kai footwear and apparel deals, which is amazing. The partnerships will represent connection, identity, and a shared purpose among the next generation of hoopers. And then there's a full list of schools. Some of them I'm going to list. Again, all New Jersey, West Orange High School, East Orange Campus High School, Plainfield High School, Teaneck High School, Columbia High School, Maplewood, Payne Tech High School, Newark, Roosevelt Middle School, West Orange, Edison Middle School, which is in West Orange, Liberty Middle School in West Orange. Then in California, he has DNA Prep Academy, Texas Legion Prep Academy, and then there's another school, Paul Quinn College. So offline, Brittany and I were talking about what Kyrie is doing, and it's like listen, if we had a round of applause, we would give a round of applause, because this is what real grassroots looks like. Like, this is the standard. This is what it looks like. A couple episodes ago, I ain't gonna say no names, but you got some brands out here that are just, they're not giving what they can give, how they can give. They're not touching the community, how they can touch the community, but are willing to like take footage, content, and do all those things, have community members plastered on, social media pages, in trying to show or make it look like it's about the community, and it's not. And I really do. I implore brands, not that we're, you know what I'm saying? You know what? I don't even want to make it seem like we're begging, because it's not, that's not what that is.
Right.
But I really hope that community, like members, connect with brands that are sincere, that are genuine, and that really want to give value to the community, to the student athletes, because it's more about, it's more than content. It's about more than content. It's more than just giving a pair of sneakers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or book bags. So with that being said, I want to give a shout out to Kyrie, because he's really about that action. He's really doing everything that Brittany and I really be talking about, and really what we stand for. And if granted, we don't know Kyrie personally, but he has demonstrated that he stands 10 toes behind whatever he's going to stand 10 toes in it, on it, about it, next to it. So we need more of that.
Absolutely. I mean, we just had this conversation last week talking about how players got to inject more into the community. Like, Kyrie's been doing this. He's really about, you know, putting up his own resources to do this. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, a lot of the celebrities or a lot of the athletes, like, look, y'all, we in a new era at this point. We in a new era where the athlete has a different mindset, right? Like, we're seeing that from the kids and the students in NIL, right? Like, we see that they want to do more for the community with their resources, but it shouldn't take the student athletes doing this for the professional athletes to do it. Like, the profession, it should be the other way around, right? Like, professional athletes, if you got it, I mean, like the people like Russell Westbrook, we know Russell is in the community. Russell is California down. Like, he's been doing stuff in the California community for a long time, you know? But we need more. We need more of those stories. We need to hear more people. I mean, Kevin Durant, Team Durant with his AAU teams, right? Like, he's doing so. We want to hear more about this, but we need more of them um to put forth the effort and actually care and do it. It's not too many of them, but yeah, shout out Kyrie. Right.
Shouts
Heralded
to
in his
Curry.
community. Go into the community. Stop being afraid to get involved in the community. Like, I don't understand what that is. Cause like, when I move or like when I'm imparted in a place, how can I help the community? I don't want to just come into the community and extract. I want to help add value, you know? So like, this mindset has to span across more. More. We need to do more.
I agree. So shouts to Kyrie. We love to see that. Um
Facts.
yeah, that's all we have for the business of sports segment. We're going to move into NIL, which is the other half of this same segment. Um more headlines. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Whoo!
Yeah.
Spin done.
Mhm.
Yes.
Mhm.
Very emotional.
It's emotional,
But everybody should
but
go watch.
needed.
Yes. Everybody has to watch
But
that.
needed, but needed. And again, I will say that I applaud him for being vulnerable and for
Mm-hmm.
telling his story
Right.
because would not. Most would not.
Yeah.
You know, it is very emotional. It is very sad. It is very unfortunate. It's all of that. It's all of that.
Mm-hmm. But we got to do it. Got to do it. I mean, since we brought this up, I think I can give y'all some more homework that y'all should go look at. So there is a documentary out right now called Open Book, um, which showcases the story of Coach Book Richardson, um, who was unfortunately caught up in that college scandal before NIL happened,
Mm-hmm.
right? This was the college scandal at Arizona that also encompassed Louisville. Um, just go watch it, okay? Go watch it because it kind of just shows like anybody can fall from grace at any point, okay? So like, we got to understand that none of us are an exception. All of us It can happen to anybody at any time. Okay. Making a couple of quick decisions can kind of cost you. So I implore everybody to go watch that documentary. It's a really really good documentary about Coach Book Richardson. He's Bronx native from the Gauchos. So it's very kind of near and dear to our hearts because my husband played for Book at some point, in his journey at the Gauchos. So like these are important stories, difficult stories, emotional stories that we need to know. People make mistakes and we can't make the same mistakes that other people make, So go check that out too, y'all. That's another one. I hope y'all can watch.
Thank you for sharing that. To that point, we got more like betting, unfortunate betting news. The sports betting, it's a dumpster fire. That's it. It's a dumpster fire. It's a dumpster fire. So college athletes, 14 of them, were allegedly involved in a multi-million-dollar sports betting ring that has links to organized crime in New Jersey. This same crime family, and I'm probably mispronouncing the name, Luchis. This is the same. Okay, so this crime family is not only associated with what we're talking about now, but then it was also associated with the dozens of arrests that were just made 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. So, I mean, we briefly talked about how, first of all, how media is just focusing obviously on these athletes, but instead of focusing on the family, okay, obviously, like the family, the fact that we're saying it's a crime, it's a crime, like family, that needs to be addressed. But anyway, 14 student athletes were charged for an array of crimes. It actually, it's not just student athletes. It's some of them are athletes and then others are part of the family, the crime family. But the charges include racketeering, money laundering, conspiracy, gambling offenses related to the gambling ring, according to a joint announcement made by the New Jersey Attorney General Office, the Division of Criminal Justice, and then the New Jersey State Police. So essentially, one of the family members, I ain't gonna say his name. I ain't giving him nothing, none of that. But one of the family members of the crime family, he ran a group of bookies who enticed individuals to place bets, and the illicit proceeds were used to operate the enterprise and enrich the enterprise members. This was happening between 2022 and 2024, and about $2 million ran through the system. $2 million ran through the system. College athletes operated sports books for the gambling ring. Two family members, two student athletes that were part of the ring are wrestling players at Rutgers, and they participated in the sports betting ring. And they're saying that other athletes haven't been identified, and I don't think they should be. It's just unfortunate. And again, like, it's just a dumpster fire. Then, then you have the NCAA. They're still also investigating a multitude of other student athletes that allegedly were engaging in unauthorized or and just illegal sports betting activities. And this is just off the cuff of the NCAA saying, hey, student athletes, y'all can bet now. Y'all can bet on professional games. What are your thoughts about that?
I think it's just opened up a can of worms, man. This again, the gambling is low hanging fruit. Like for kids that are coming from situations where finances are a dire need. And, you know, also too, this is why it's important to go watch that documentary Open Book too, because, you know, we already know that kids were getting paid under the table, and it kind of highlights that. But this gambling stuff, this is only the beginning. Like we're gonna continue to see, because everybody's not gonna get NIL deals, right? Everybody's not gonna have the opportunity to get that. So like these things, as you know, as unsavory as they may seem, people are gonna take that bait. Some student athletes are gonna take that bait. You know, I mean, they were like, when we were talking about this a couple of weeks ago, they were saying most of these college players are from mid-major schools, right? Mid-majors are not getting a significant allocation of NIL deals. It's going to blue bloods, right? It's going to schools that are in power conferences. So it's just unfortunate, and that's why I think that the NCAA needs to bring back the campaigns. Don't bet on it. Bring back these campaigns that y'all had us sit through and had us, you know, shove down our throats, you know, like, or like figure out a way to make this relatable to kids. Have former people come in and talk about this and talk to them about this, because it just makes me really sad when I see kids get caught up in this stuff, because it's like they trying to make decisions because they need money in their pockets, you know? And it's like, you never make desperate decisions, but this is what happens. It's just unfortunate for me, because I had to sit through these seminars and see this stuff.
They still have stuff now, like we see the commercials, but I just think
Yeah,
it's counterintuitive because of
yeah,
like y'all are like, you know what I mean? So it's yeah, they are. Um
yeah.
which has been a thing, right? To your point. Like it's just we gotta to your point, to Spendoc's point, to Jen's point, like we have to do a better job in protecting these kids. You have to do a better job in just, you know, being honest with them and communicating all the stuff that's going to be thrown at them as student athletes. And like the stakes are higher
Right.
than they've ever been before. Um, the risk are like everything is higher. The temptation is higher. Everything is money driven, is very capitalism focus, like you know, like
Yeah.
I don't know. It is very unfortunate. These are student athletes that, you know, they have to deal with this. And yes, to Jen's point, we won't see the family that is and
We
has
never,
been orchestrating.
yeah, we ain't never gonna see that now. They do that purposely.
Yeah. But
It,
today, yeah, next thing is Game Prime Code 1, 2, 3, 4, right?
right.
Which is what we're seeing, like quite literally.
I
Um,
mean, we just seen ESPN break their partnership with Penn Entertainment, because ESPN Bet was not doing successful. It wasn't doing what it needed to do.
Mm-hmm.
They signed a 10-year deal with Penn Entertainment to run ESPN Bet. After 2 years and $300 million down the drain, they said, we're done. We're just going to go to DraftKings. We're just going to partner with DraftKings and do that. So, like, they'll waste the money. They'll spend it, as we've seen the past 2 years. But it's just, they want to profit off of everything, which is so sad.
It is. It's money focused, money driven. But, and then how do you tell? I don't know. Like, it's easy for us. It's just, but I just think the NCAA allowing them to even like get their hands in that is just problem number one.
That's toxic. I'm gonna be honest. That's toxic.
It is.
It's toxic.
It is. But that's an update with where we're at with the dumpster fire of betting, and whistleblowing and all of that. So yeah. But moving on to, I guess, better news. Pat Mahomes, he announced his second class of Team Mahomes NIL deals. This is his second time doing this. And I just want to highlight Kennedy, yet again, softball star, Texas Tech star. This team is focused on Texas Tech. Like, this deal that he has with these players, they're all Texas Tech athletes. And I think it's cool how he's really supporting his alma mater. Like, he's just focusing on Texas Tech. But I just want to give, like, Kennedy, she's been killing it. People love her. I told Brittany offline, had a conversation about her in a professional setting. Somebody just randomly brought her up. Like, she's been doing her thing over at Texas Tech. I think her NIL valuation at this point is way over $950K. Again, for softball. So she's just that picture's fire. It's number one.
Right.
It's tough. But yeah, this is the second go around. Mahomes' second go around with doing this. And again, I love that he's focusing on Texas Tech. So I just wanted to highlight that.
Again, this is what we're talking about. Athletes giving back. This goes in that same under that same headline. Athletes give back. Because you can give back your resources. This is just like the concept of paying it forward. Give it back. Pump up the next generation, right? Don't just talk about it, be about it. So, love that Patrick Mahomes is doing this. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to go back to my alma mater and pump up the algorithm. Yeah, that's what you should do.
Exactly. So, shouts to Patrick Mahomes. So that's what we have for NIL news / business and sports news. We are now going to head over to tech news.
Yes, tech news. This is actually something that we've already mentioned in previous episodes, but I felt like this was kind of like a real world implementation of what we were talking about when the app came out. So we were talking about Jack Dorsey's app, BitChat, a few weeks ago, when we talked about how he, was building this offline social networking app that could essentially help during times of natural disasters, times when just chaos is ensued. So BitChat is kind of has come back up because of what happened in Jamaica. essentially. So everyone's aware that, Jamaica was hit with a Category 5 hurricane in Melissa. So BitChat, during that time, downloads of BitChat rose in Jamaica during the week of Hurricane Melissa because power was disrupted, telecommunications across the island went down. So basically, the impact of Hurricane Melissa, like I said, described as the strongest cyclone to hit Jamaica in decades, severely disrupted communications across the island. The national connectivity fell to roughly 30% of normal levels. And at the time, they said that BitChat ranked first in Jamaica's social networking category for Apple users and second overall for free apps across both Apple and Android platforms during this time. So I thought that this was a great kind of like implementation of the app, right? Because we learned that Jack Dorsey and his other co-developer, they wanted the app to be designed to function when infrastructure kind of like broke down, during natural disasters like this. So it's just kind of wanted to highlight that people were getting very good use out of BitChat during this this natural disaster. So um that's what I kind of wanted to highlight for tech news this week.
Yeah, I'm glad that it was like available to them because it was horrible watching what was happening over there, and we're still sending prayers to them as they like, you know, try to pick up the pieces of what, after that natural disaster. So it's unfortunate they had to use it, but I am glad that yes, like it was available to them so that they could communicate.
Nah, for sure. For sure. Moving along. That wraps up tech news and culture news. Chantee had a time this weekend. And
Yes. And
about it.
Spendoc said glad it worked out for the people. Yeah, I would have to read more too with security.
Yeah, I
With the
don't.
security
The
concerns.
article didn't really talk about like obviously security's concerns, but yeah, I mean that's still something we have to kind of like dive into. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a blessing, but yeah. Um, but yeah, yesterday I had the opportunity to go visit the House of Mellow, which was fire. Um, it's an interactive tribute and community empowerment symposium that's honoring Carmelo Anthony and his hometown of Baltimore, and it's at the Enoch Pratt Library in Baltimore, Maryland. Um, what's cool is they also had like limited edition library cards celebrating him, so like different versions. Like some of them haven't been released yet, others have. Like two designs have been released already, and then the other two are going to be released, I think, starting November 22nd. Um, I think this uh, exhibit is supposed to end December 20th. So if you can go see it, you should definitely listen. I mean, go check it out. And the reason why I said listen, that was a Freudian slip, but the reason why I said that is because what I thought was really cool was when you come into the library, I noticed that they had like a QR code in there for you to obviously put your camera over, so you can listen to him narrate as you're walking through different sections of the library, which is fine. And I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna make it my business to go back after Thanksgiving to like really listen while I'm walking through.
Right.
But I think they did a good job. Here's like some of the photos. Um, I don't know if I could share the others or if it'll let me, but um, I thought, and I wanted to like share video, but it may be too much. But um, like it was cool. It was dope. Like um, what I really enjoyed was they had a music room. So like music was obviously really important to him. You know,
Mm-hmm.
pregame, period. If you were athlete, I don't care what type of athlete you are, pregame is important. Pregame rituals are important. How you warm up is important. What you listen to, what you do is important. And for him, music was part of his pregame ritual. So I love the fact that they had like a dedicated section in the library that showcased different albums and different artists that he listened to when, when getting ready for games. So that was cool. Um, they also had like a boardroom set up in the library, kind of like showcasing like his boardroom conversations, like getting drafted and all that other stuff. They had his the fit that he wore when he was drafted to Denver, and you just see how big obviously the suits were back then. They had all of the newspaper articles when he had to go play against Braun. Like they had all of that in glass casings. They had his slam covers in there. They had a lot of things. They also had a locker room set up in there, which was really fire. Um, with like obviously his jerseys, his sneakers on the ground. They had a TV in there. You see him like just different parts of his life and like pivotal moments in his career. They're showcasing that on the TV. All in all, I think that this was I think it was dope. Again, I have every intention of going back and going through all the sections again while having him narrate in my ear. Um the court itself, like I have other photos of that, but I'll put that on Instagram or something. But like the court on the ground, they turned it into a court, but it has all of his quotes on the 3-point line, which was fire. I think overall it was a good exhibit. Where is it at? It's in Baltimore, Maryland. In Zoo Suit. I'm looking at the comments now.
For sure, that was a zoo
Yeah.
suit. No.
But yeah, it's in Baltimore, Maryland. So I enjoyed it. Even the outside of the library, they turned it into a house. So it's red out. You see, House of Mellow on the side of the library. Like they did. I think they did a good job. With the space they have and stuff like that. So if you have the time or you're interested in going, I think you should.
When are they gonna have it till?
December 20th.
Okay. Well, right before Christmas, so
Yeah.
I gotta get to it.
And I haven't been to this is my first time visiting the Enoch Pratt Library, but what I will say is that this is the first time I ever have seen a library offer vinyls to take out of the library. I thought that was really cool. They have records that you could borrow just like you borrow books. They also had a lot of CDs there. And all type of CDs, not just old ones, but like they had like a good chunk of Mary J. Blige's discography in there. They had all type Janae Aiko in it. They had everything in there. So I was shocked and pleasantly surprised to see that they offer that too. So I have to say, go support your local libraries. Um, go support your local libraries.
That's a fact. If you don't know
Yeah,
what the name of your local library, that's a problem. It's a problem.
yeah.
Okay, it's a
So
problem.
yeah, it was
But
great.
excellent. Thank you. Get to the house of Mello. Get to the house of Mello. Go get that library card.
Yes,
To
fire. Like 4 designs. You could choose them. The other two will be released starting November 22nd. Um, Spendoc says that's dope. Also, if anyone is in New York City, check out one of my all-time favorite art institutions. If you like art,
yes.
the Studio Museum in Harlem is reopened.
Yes.
I have been there years, but it looks fire.
I
I'll be
just seen
home.
that spin doc. I just seen
Yes.
that.
Um,
I'm so hyped.
yeah. I may have to check it out while I'm up there. But thank you, Spendoc.
Yes. Hold on. Who is the curator there, spin doc? I follow her. Can't remember her name right now. Thelma Golden. Thelma Golden. Been following Thelma. And I believe she's at the helm of it reopening. So shout out to Thelma Golden. Okay? Because definitely want to get to the Studio Museum in Harlem. And I definitely got to get to the Schomburg Center because I've walked past it many times and never been inside there. So like, um, definitely got to get there. So these two places are on my places to get to before the end of the year or in the very early beginning of the year. Okay, so yeah, that's our show today. That's our show today, y'all. Please make sure y'all following us on all social media platforms. Again, the road to 1K on Twitter. We're still here. Y'all want to see me freestyle or nah? Because
Oh my,
Chantee definitely
yeah.
wants to.
I would like to see it. So please make that happen. Tap in with us. Make sure that you're following us everywhere. YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, aka X, everywhere.
Hmm.
Make sure that you're following us. Thank y'all for tapping in with us on a Sunday. Um,
Right.
we'll be back here for episode 111.
111.
Episode 111, 111. We will be here.
Right.
Um, you still owe a book fine. You better pay your fine. Yes, I
Nah, I'm
guess.
not going back there because that interest is crazy. They
Uh,
gonna charge you interest for that
Are
fine.
they? Well, yeah, they are.
They
Thank you,
probably
Jody.
are. Nope.
You have a
Because I
great week
definitely
too.
still got my Rumpelstiltskin up here from the New York Public Library in Highbridge
From when?
from when I was a kid. I never gave it back.
Pay y'all fines. Pay the fines. Go support y'all local library. And yes. Oh, Jody says she don't think they do fines anymore. So if that's the case, be a good Samaritan and return those articles. Return them, and all will be forgiven. Mr. S.C. Bread, yes, I think it is in the main Enoch Pratt
Okay, Jody,
Library.
I'm gonna have to go back then.
Jody said
I
the
was
New York
I was
Public Library
scared.
doesn't. Yep.
I was
Spendoc
scared.
also said, I think they stopped the fines.
That just let a whole bunch of anxiety. What? Whoa. Woo.
Go return them and check out the yes, check out the Carmel. I don't know about here as Mr. S.E. Bread, but go
Woo.
check it out.
Woo.
Return the
Thank
books.
y'all.
Return the
We'll
books.
see
Return
y'all.
the
We'll see
media.
y'all. We'll see y'all for episode 111.
Yes. All right. Peace, y'all.
Have a great week, everybody.
Yes. Have a great week.